This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can be a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help you find options within your budget. Try it today at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Hi, I'm Sam Payne, host of the Appleseed Podcast. This season, imagine this: a crackling fire, a mug of cocoa, and family gathered around a great story. All you need is the fire and the cocoa. We'll take care of the stories. Join us in every episode of the Appleseed Podcast for folk tales, fairy tales, family stories, tall tales, and more, shared by some of the country's most beloved storytellers, and just right for gathering around. Make it a Christmas season to remember with the Appleseed Podcast. Find the Appleseed wherever you get your podcasts.
The Library of Lost Time is a strong sense of place production.
Coming up, a story set in a fantastical 1930s Hollywood where monsters are real.
An inside look at becoming a professional musician.
Plus, our distraction of the week. I'm Mel.
I'm Dave. This is the Library of Lost Time.
Underneath the glitz, Hollywood has always hidden a seedy underbelly, something of which we're all now aware thanks to the Me Too movement.
Yeah, yikes.
This week, I'm looking forward to The Siren Queen by Nghi, a fantasy novel set in 1930s Hollywood. In this version of Tinseltown, movie magic is irresistible and deadly. The star of the story is Luli Wei, a young, beautiful, talented Chinese woman who desperately wants to make it big, even if that means she must become a monster herself. Publishers Weekly described it as hypnotic and seamlessly blending metaphor with magic. The author's last novel was a queer retelling of The Great Gatsby, so I'm excited to see the hijinks that they bring to Tinseltown in this new book. That's Siren Queens by Nghi, and it's out on May 10th.
I'm looking forward to Every Good Boy Does Fine, a love story in music lessons by Jeremy Denk. This is a memoir written by an award-winning classical pianist who is also somehow a good writer.
That's just showing off.
It seems a bit much. It evolved out of a piece he wrote for The New Yorker. It's about how he grew up, became a pianist, and found his way onto the stage. A lot of the book is about his relationships with his teachers, good and bad, and he's honest enough to give a real sense of training at that level. Denk also gives an education on music, but it's presented with no expectation except that the reader is curious. That's Every Good Boy Does Fine, a love story in music lessons by Jeremy Denk. It's out now. And now, our distraction of the week.
This is a really good one because it combines the New York Public Library, graphic novels, and amazing insects.
There are an estimated 10 quintillion insects walking the earth.
Quintillion?
A quintillion is a 10 with 18 zeros after it. That's about 200 million insects per human.
Luckily, some of those insects are kind of cute.
Yeah, some of them, yeah. I learned that number because I got lost in the work of Peter Cooper. Peter is an award-winning cartoonist and an insect lover. He's teamed up with the New York Public Library for an exhibition called INterSECTS, where anthropods and Homo sapiens meet. It showcases images from his upcoming graphic novel of the same name.
The art is really beautiful. One of the images shows butterflies flying through the iconic Rose Reading Room.
Yeah, Cooper got the idea for his book while working as a writer in residence at the library in 2020. The historic 42nd Street building was closed because of the pandemic. While he explored the library, he realized he could bring his insect characters to life there too.
The exhibit runs through August 2022. If you can't make it to New York City, you can enjoy a bit of the exhibition online. There are images and an audio tour that stands alone.
You can also download some coloring sheets that Mr. Cooper has put together for you.
Find links to all the info about INterSECT exhibit and more info on the books we mentioned at strongsenseofplace.com/library.
Thanks for joining us on the Library of Lost Time. Remember to visit your local library and your independent bookstore to lose some time yourself.
Stay curious. We'll talk to you soon.
Have you ever heard about the 19th century French actress with so many lovers that they formed a lovers' union? Or what about the Aboriginal Australian bandit who faked going into labor just to escape the police, which she did escape from them. It was a great plan. How about the French queen who murdered her rival with poison gloves? I'm Ann Foster, host of the feminist women's history comedy podcast, Vulgar History. Every week I share the saga of a woman from history whose story you probably didn't already know, and you will never forget after you hear it. Sometimes we re-examine well-known people like Cleopatra or Pocahontas, sharing the truth behind their legends. Sometimes we look at the scandalous women you'll never find in a history textbook. Listen to Vulgar History wherever you get podcasts. And if you're curious, the people I was talking about before, the Australian woman is named Marianne Bugg, and the French actress was named Rochelle, no last name, just Rochelle. And the queen who poisoned her rival is Catherine de' Medici. I have episodes about all of them.